What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. And House Speaker and leader of the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, and leader of the Republican team for the negotiations, spoke again yesterday for an hour. I'm going to give you an update of what is going on with the second stimulus check negotiations. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you another clue to what is in that box. If you can guess what's in that box, you could receive money directly from me. And don't forget to give this video a like down below. It really helps out our channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos regarding the second stimulus check and the election coming up in just 7 days. Okay, first up, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin from the Republicans and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi from the Democrats spoke yesterday regarding the second stimulus check and second stimulus package as they're trying to push it through before the election. And Nancy Pelosi released a press release from her own official website. And here is what she had to say about Steve Mnuchin, the White House, and President Donald Trump. Now, I'm going to read you this press release from Nancy Pelosi, and then I'm going to explain to you exactly why I think this negotiation delay has been going on. And it honestly kind of makes all sense to me. And this letter, what she's saying in this letter, and then what I'm going to explain to you after I read the letter to you, is going to probably make sense to you exactly why I think we've had this stimulus check delay here recently. It's going to make perfect sense to you. So make sure to stay tuned till after this letter I read it to you so I can explain to you exactly what I think has been going on. It's very important. Okay, Nancy Pelosi titles this press release, President Trump, quote, "We're turning the corner." Mark Meadows, quote, "We're not going to control the pandemic." The HEROES Act, crush the virus. Yes, that is the actual title of her press release. Here's what it says. Today is not a good day when it comes to the health and well-being of the American people. We begin this week on a note of grave disappointment over the president's reaffirmation that his purpose in installing the Supreme Court appointee is to overturn the Affordable Care Act. We have heard the nominee say in the Senate proceedings that she could not say whether Medicare is constitutional or not. At the same time, yesterday, the administration crossed another line in its arrogance in fighting the virus when the president's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, said, quote, "We're not going to control the pandemic," and again falsely claimed that the virus is, quote, "just like the flu." That attitude clearly explains why the White House has not embraced the science-based path to crush the virus, which is contained in the HEROES Act. Apparently, the HEROES Act has the actual solution, the actual formulation to, say it with me, crush the virus. This weekend, our nation passed a devastating milestone as over 83,000 new virus cases were recorded on both Friday and Saturday, the highest daily tolls since the pandemic began. The statistics are staggering. More than 8.6 million total infections in the United States, nearly 250,000 Americans tragically dead, and an estimated 8 million people falling into poverty. 17 million children are food insecure, and more than 23 million workers are still to this day on unemployment. And nearly 1 million women have left the workforce in September alone. The imperative to save lives, livelihoods, and the life of our American democracy could not be greater or more urgent. Today, we are waiting for an important response on several concerns, including on the action to, say it with me, crush the virus. 10 days after Secretary Mnuchin went on CNBC to declare that he was accepting our testing plan, the administration has still refused to do so. Now, that could be an interesting point. We're going to talk about that here in just a second because that's very interesting. Unless we have a national plan for testing, tracing, treatment, mask wearing, social distancing, and other science-based steps to crush the virus and combat the disparities facing communities of color, we cannot safely reopen our schools and economy. In all of our legislation, we have stressed the importance of testing, but the administration has never followed through. The Republicans' continued surrender to the virus, particularly amid the recent wave of cases, is an official malfeasance. We must come to an agreement as soon as possible. We cannot accept the administration's refusal to crush the virus. Picture Donald Trump saying, I refuse to crush the virus. I refuse to crush the virus. And honor our heroes or put more money in the pockets of the American people. The Democratic message to the American people is, quote, help is on the way. It will be safer, bigger, better, and retroactive. It is a matter of life or death, and Democrats are deadly serious about the responsibility we face. Updates will be ongoing. Thank you for your leadership. Stay safe. Sincerely yours, Nancy Pelosi. Okay, first up, give me your reaction to the letter and to what she's saying is going on about the negotiations. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I don't have words. There's no words. Now, here's what comes to mind. I'm going to ask you this so you can see this frame of thinking. Why would Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, and thus the extension of the White House and President Donald Trump, why would they not agree to Nancy Pelosi's wording to crush the virus? Why would they not agree to the language just to prevent the virus from spreading, have a national testing and tracing strategy? I mean, honestly, it just sounds like details. I mean, they do want to get rid of the virus. President Donald Trump, honestly, probably wants the virus to go away more than anybody because it affects his presidency, it affects his country, it affects his his legacy. It affects. He just hates. I mean, probably hates the virus as much as anybody. Okay, so why would they not agree to Nancy Pelosi's wording? We know that he wants to pass a stimulus check badly before the election. I mean, President Trump's been desperate to pass a stimulus check before the election. I mean, we have who knows how many tweets from President Donald Trump saying, get it done. We want to get it done. We want to pass a larger stimulus check. We want a larger stimulus package. So why would they not agree to Nancy Pelosi's wording? What do you think? Here's what I think. You want to know what I think? It's got to be, at least it seems like, that they're doing that on purpose. Why would they take 10 days to just not agree to her wording if they're so desperate to get a stimulus check out before the election? So that kind of had me thinking. I was like, if they don't just agree to some simple wording, I mean, honestly, it's pretty easy. We're just talking about wording. Why would they not agree to that? And the only reason I can think is because, again, they're desperate to pass a stimulus check, like desperate as desperate can be, is that maybe the president is planning to pull that rabbit out of his hat right before the election, and he's going to do it through a presidential executive order. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Because honestly, if the president passes the stimulus check through a presidential executive order, of which he said he already has the money's already sitting there from the first stimulus package, and he wants Congress to do it, but if they don't do it, he will. So then he gets all the praise. He literally gets all the credit right before the election. And Nancy Pelosi falls flat on her face and gets no credit at all. Now, in a previous video, I told you all the research that I did on if he couldn't do this. And it's pretty much a gray line. It's a gray area, okay? But the reality of it is he already did this gray area previously with the presidential executive order for the unemployment money. He basically took money that was already approved by Congress, signed the presidential executive order, and just shifted it over from that fund to the unemployment fund. He could probably do the exact same thing with a second stimulus check through a presidential executive order. Now, the Democrats could challenge it in court, but if he passes it, say, 2 days before the election, they won't even have time. And they didn't challenge the unemployment presidential executive order either, even though they were all saying, oh, he can't do that. He can't do that. He did it anyways, and they didn't challenge it because they looked like fools doing it. Again, this isn't a Democratic or Republican thing. I'm not either. But the Democrats or the Republicans can't to challenge something that gives money to unemployed people who've lost their jobs during the pandemic would just be crazy. And that's why they didn't do it. They could have did it, but they didn't. So the same thing would happen if he passes a presidential executive order for a stimulus check right before the election, even if it's a gray area whether he can or can't. Some people think he can, some people think he can't. The money's already sitting there. He passes it right before the election. The Democrats could try to challenge it, but they're probably not going to. I'd say it's a 90% chance they won't, 10% chance they will, especially because we already have the precedence of them not challenging the previous one that was several months ago. It was almost like he was dipping his toe in to test the waters to see if they would challenge it. And guess what? They didn't challenge it before. And now we're just a few days before the election. And this is a stimulus check for everybody, for all Americans. Not everybody gets a stimulus check, but the vast majority of people do. A lot more people than get that people that get the unemployment benefits. So honestly, could he do this right before the election and literally wave the American flag and say, look, guys, look what I did. I did this for you. Congress couldn't do it. And in the background, they're going, well, Steve Mnuchin could have did it. He could have agreed to the language for the virus. Nancy Pelosi actually wants to get it done now. He could have agreed on that, but he didn't. And that's because he knew that we were going to pass it through a presidential executive order. So he purposely didn't agree on the stupid language to crush the virus. I mean, I know that's important, but I mean, the real important thing is the money. The language is it's inconsequential. It's just like, okay, we're gonna spend money on school, we're gonna spend money on masks, we're gonna spend money on the vaccine. I mean, we know all that. Those are just minor details. That's what I think. I think that they're purposely not agreeing to the language because they're so close to the election that they're going to pass it through a presidential executive order anyways. I mean, why would he not agree to Nancy Pelosi to pass this? They want to pass this. They want to pass it before the election. They want to win the election. Why would they not pass? Why would they not agree if they want to pass stimulus and they want to win the election? They want to pass it because it guarantees them more votes. I can't think of any other reason why they would not agree to these wordings a week away from the election. You guys let me know your thoughts down below, but those are my current thoughts. Short of being crazy, I can't think of any other reason why they wouldn't just accept the language. I can't think of any other reason why. You let me know if you have any other reason that you could think about. Also, late last night, the Republicans did confirm their nomination and officially elected Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. Basically, the first time in modern history that Republicans, well, actually anybody, confirmed a Supreme Court justice with a single partisan vote without any votes from the other side at all. The 52 to 48 Senate vote on Amy Coney Barrett's nomination capped off a rare presidential election year Supreme Court justice fight. Barrett's nomination marks a new record for how close to the presidential election the Senate has confirmed a Supreme Court nominee. She'll also be the first justice in modern day history to be confirmed without bipartisan support, which means support from both the Republicans and the Democrats, underscoring Democratic frustration with the Republicans' push to confirm her and misgivings about her judicial philosophy. Also, let me give you the next clue to what is in this box. If you can guess what's in that box, you could receive $125 from me just for guessing correctly. I recommend you write down the answers because this way you can keep track of them. And this is clue number 6. Clue number 6. And if you can guess correctly, you're entered into the pool of people who have guessed correctly. And from there, we will randomly pick 2 people to receive $125 from me, $250 total for us basically, and you guys are extended family, us passing 250,000 subscribers. Thank you again. You guys are amazing. Okay, and the clue for this video is the outside of this item is colored, but it's also gray. I know. It's a tricky one, huh? Again, the clue is the outside of this item is colored, but it's also gray. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments of what you think it is. All you got to do is comment what you think it is, and you'll be entered in if you guess correctly. So make sure to give this video a like and subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos on the second stimulus check. I will keep you guys updated as soon as new information comes out. You can click on this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check videos next. And this video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.